You're listening to the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play.
The options market can be a confusing place. Sorting through the daily avalanche of data, alerts, updates, articles, and analysis to find the most important information is an overwhelming prospect. But now you have help. Welcome to the Options News Rundown, the only program that breaks through the noise to bring you the most important news and information from the world of options. Every day we bring you the top 5 option stories curated by the options experts at theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for free options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in option trader education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's live Advantage group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider. And now it's time to break through the noise. It's time for your Options News Rundown.
Good morning. Today is May 15th, 2018. This is your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Our first story today is from investing.com. It's the top 5 things to know in the market on Tuesday. First thing to know is U.S. retail sales are in focus. The Commerce Department will publish data on retail sales for April at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The consensus forecast is that the report will show retail sales rose 0.4% last month, moderating from a gain of 0.6% in March. But excluding the automobile sector, sales are expected to increase 0.5% after a 2% rise a month earlier. The second thing to know today is Home Depot reports earnings. As earnings season draws to a close, Home Depot is one of the last notable names slated to report fiscal first quarter results before U.S. markets open on Tuesday. The home improvement retailer is expected to report earnings of $2.06 a share on revenue of $25.2 billion, according to estimates. Third thing to know is it's the Dow's 8th session winning streak is in jeopardy as futures dip. U.S. stock futures edged lower, indicating the Dow could struggle to stretch its 8th session winning streak to another day. Fourth thing to know is oil continues higher ahead of API data. Oil prices remained on the front foot, with Brent prices extending gains to hit another 2014 high, as looming U.S. sanctions against Iran continue to provide support. Investors now turn their attention to fresh data on U.S. commercial crude inventories to gauge the strength of demand in the world's largest oil consumer. And the fifth thing to know today is the second round of U.S.-China trade meetings kick off. 4 days of tense U.S.-China trade talks between U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin and Chinese Vice Premier Liu He are due to kick off in Washington today. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross and Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer are among the U.S. officials who are also participating in the meetings. The talks are taking place after Donald Trump offered a lifeline to struggling Chinese telecom giant ZTE, with the move seen by some analysts as a concession from the U.S. side. Our second story today is from Investopedia.com, oddly enough. Winklevoss's Gemini to add Zcash and Litecoin. The Winklevoss brothers cryptocurrency exchange has been making headlines in the past few weeks. Most recently, Gemini Digital Currency Exchange announced a partnership with NASDAQ that may end up giving the exchange a head start on its competition. Now, co-founders Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss may be aiming for even higher goals. Gemini will formally add support for Zcash, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash in the near future. New cryptocurrency transactions are available Saturday, May 19th, according to a report by Forbes. The altcoins will be available for trade as of 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, May 19th, pending approval from the New York Department of Financial Services. Separately, NYDFS confirmed to Forbes that Gemini will receive approvals for Zcash, Bitcoin, and Litecoin. Together, these three altcoins bring a combined market value of roughly $35 billion to the cryptocurrencies that the Gemini exchange offers. Bitcoin Cash is the largest of these, with a market value of approximately $25 billion, making it the fourth largest cryptocurrency by that metric as of this writing. The current market cap of Litecoin is more than $8 billion, while the privacy-centered digital currency Zcash has a market valuation of more than $1 billion. Our third story today is from Investing.com. U.S. retail sales rise 0.3% in April. U.S. retail sales rose more slowly than expected in April, according to official figures released on Tuesday, suggesting consumer spending lost momentum at the start of the second quarter. U.S. retail sales rose 0.3% last month, the Commerce Department said, after an upwardly revised increase of 0.8% in March. Economists had forecast a reading of 0.4%. Excluding automobiles, gasoline, building materials, and food services, retail sales also rose just 0.3% after an upwardly revised 0.4% in March. The consensus forecast was for a reading of 0.5%. And our fourth story today is from NASDAQ.com. FANG first quarter earnings scorecard. Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google, parent Alphabet, have crushed the stock market over the last few years, posting average returns of 163% compared to 28% returns for the S&P 500. Indeed, headwinds created by a combination of factors, including negative headlines, political strife, and regulatory pressures, the first 3 months of 2018 wasn't kind to these tech giants. But evidenced by their first quarter earnings results, combined with their second quarter and full year outlooks, there's no reason to expect these blue chip tech giants to deliver anything other than consistent, stellar stock performances. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is news you can use for today, May 15th, 2018, your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart, and have a great day.
Thank you for listening to the Options News Rundown. To learn more about these stories or any other developments from the world of options, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for free options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in option trader education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's live Advantage group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider.
The preceding program was a production of the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options, facebook.com/theoptionsinsider, or via questions at theoptionsinsider.com.